Welcome to this channel. The channel is for education and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So as I promised, in this video I'm going to share with you the applications of the first two techniques of 1850 Shilin Tao, which is these two techniques. Now, before I share the techniques applications, I'd like to answer two questions. Number one is because 2 days ago I shared the design of 1850s Shilin Tao. There are friends asking me, so what is the role model or a good role model when today we want to think about the ancient uh, Chinese martial art grandmaster, which is related to Wing Chun or Shaolin. The second question is asked me to elaborate what I share on that video on what is a Wing Chun sword strike art. So I'm going to respond to this before we get into the technique stuff. First thing, role model. Well, a good role model which we need to put in our heart is the Ming general, Jidao. Okay, so Jidao is the guy who went to Shaolin Temple, and actually he is challenging the Shaolin Temple, and he beat them. So Jidao is the Ming general who went to Shaolin Temple, and he defeated them. And end up that he brought two Shaolin monks with him to the army and trained them. But Jidao never act like in the movie today. The king of Wing Chun, I beat you, those kind of stuff. Okay, so that's Jidao. Jidao also is the teacher of Qi Ji Guang in many things, including the pole techniques. Jidao. Jidao, he's a general or military officer. Many times he got demoted. Many times he got demoted and even get into prisons because politics is a big thing in Ming Dynasty. So Jidao get demoted, get promoted, get into the prison, but he take it really well. He didn't complain or doing crazy stuff. So you can see that this is the expert in the pole who can go challenge the Shaolin Temple and then end up teaching the Shaolin monk without making claim and get demoted, get put into prison, but he still behave and he associate with Qi Ji Guang, teaching Qi Ji Guang many things. This is a role model, a real role model, not like what you watch in the Wing Chun Kung Fu movie. Fighting, fighting, fighting. And then I'm number one. Those are not real at all. Okay. So this is the role model. Read about Jidao. This is the person is respected from heart. Okay? Now, the second question on Wing Chun. The other day I described, but many people still don't get it, so I elaborate for you. This is the enemy or the rival. Okay? If he attack me with a samurai sword chop down, or a spear come in, or a broadsword attack at me, the spear or sword chopping at me, Wing Chun is you going in, strike him over in the leg, body, sticking him, you strike him here and continue on the strike. That is Wing Chun 1850. Okay? So, getting in, strike, and all this is Shaolin short strike, as recorded in the Shaolin Classic. When you fight here, 峨眉十二桩 refine the handling of the momentum, the strength, the body, the breathing, so that one be able to perform even smaller movement attack or continue rapid attack. That is from 峨眉十二桩. So that is what the 1850 Shilin Tao present. Okay? So again, he's going to chop me or to stick me with a knife or anything. I'm not going to stand here. Like he's going to kick me, punch me. I'm not going to stand here. I have to go in. Attack right away, attack right away. Slam, continue, go. Okay? And based on this short strike uniqueness, you have the Hermes rapid power, which is you need to have a proper breathing and your hand techniques refined to even be able to execute with smaller movements. That is Wing Chun, 1850. It is never like today's movie you're playing here, like trapping zone, those zone. No, you cannot do it here because over here there are too many change. You will not be able to handle your opponent. And it is as in 460 years ago, the Japanese warrior is going to chop you with katana, and if you're going in, he's going to respond with jujitsu. You better be able to how to respond with him. You stay here, you'll get taken down like today. Okay? So this is what I share on the other video. Now, I elaborate with you. Now let's get into the first techniques of Xiu Lim Tao, 1850. Going down, rising up. So what is it? Block? No. Again, as I explained yesterday, this is to train the symmetric of the six core element and the techniques. Okay, the six core element of it. In the real applications, one need to get into the section 2, 3, 4 of the Xiu Lim Tao set. The first part of it is just a body conditioning. So, what is this? Well, it is a short strike art. The most important thing, as I shared the other day in the E.G. Kamyongma video, you need to be able to handle your body. Why? He's going to chop me in or sticking with a knife. I have to be able to go in. That is my body. That's first priority. So say for example, I want to go in, I can go in straight, or I can go in turn. You see, I go like this and I go come in from this angle. I can stand in this same position, going in straight or going with the angle. That's body, 身法. You need to have a good 意志抗用嘛 to be able to handle this thing because it's going to have coming with different angles. In the fighting, it is not about these hand techniques. It's you move away your target while you're hitting him. That's why the Chinese say 剑肉分枪. You want to let him almost touching you or touching you, and then you start to go. Okay? So 剑肉分枪 is like when the tip of the spear is touching you or almost touching you. At that you respond right away. So you need to have your body be able to handle your 身法. Okay? Now, the first techniques. The first technique, the first one is a slice or a chop. You get in. This is a slice or a chop to this part. I share with you this, but don't use it for fighting, okay? I'm not here to share things to teach you how to beat people because that creates bad karma, okay? I'm here to share with you the art of Wing Chun, the ancient for self-defense and so forth, as a technology. Do not put this movie mentality in there. We need to learn like General Jidao, a great guy, a real master, but low-key, humble humanity. Okay? So don't try it out. So this is a chop or a slice. Okay? This is a spear poke. You chop, you spear poke. Or on the other hand, you can do a spear poke, a chop, a spear poke. Okay? So it's a continuing attack. There's no such thing as blocking, trapping. No, it just slips in and attack. This is what the Qi Ji Guang said. No blocking, no resisting, no tangling. 不招不架，只是一下. No blocking, no resisting. Just strike in. Just strike in from different angle. If you get into those blocking and all tangling inside there, then you have a mess. So that's why the body of Wing Chun is important. You go in, you smack in, you go in, smack in. Why your entire body go in? So it is this. It is not he come, I block him, I do a tons of. It's messy like crazy. He have a katana. I want to disable him. Okay? And I need to move my body away first. Not standing here. Not standing like a square like that. It is completely illogical. Okay? Now, so that is what it is for. So this is the Shaolin short strike. This is where the Biuji stuff is. And this strike is up-down strike. Going downward, going upward. Going downward, going upward. That is designed with the exhale and inhale, as we shared the other day based on Hermes Zhuang. Now, the 1850 Shu Lim Tao said, have a three-dimensional y, if this is y-axis, y-axis strike, x-axis strike, and z-axis strike in the first three sections of the first part of Xiulin Tao. Namely, this is the up-down, Senjiang. Okay? This is the horizontal. This is the forward, backward. So there are three strikes in the beginning of the Xiulin Tao set. Up, down, left, right, forward, backward strike. Okay? So I shared with you already. You get in, strike, strike. Up, down, strike. Or you get in, you strike, he move away, you respond with another strike, a chop strike. That's up, down. The second thing is you move in, it's a side strike. He move out, another strike. Okay? Move in, strike. Continue in, another strike. You never pull back your hand. Right? Because your entire body is moved together, and then you have this the Ermei type of every joint handling, which is synchronized with the body. You can do that. So when you practice this, it's not just putting your knee, your elbow here like this. It's not. It's the entire thing. You go in. It is a strike. It is a strike. Okay. The third one. Same thing. I just push this away so you can see clearly. You move in. This is Gong Sao. It's not Fuk Sao like this. Gong Sao. You slam in. And then right away after you slam in, you move your body in, another strike in. Palm heel strike in, which is the inch power. This is inch power. This is a rotation type. This is a snap type, but this snap type is not just this snapping. It's the entire thing. Tong Bei. Penetrate your shoulder is entire thing. So it is two strike here. Okay? So you see the idea is he coming at me, I go in. The up down strike. I go in. The left right strike. I go in. The forward strike. And I keeping drive in. My techniques never ended. It's all this yin and yang. Go one side, turning back another side, like a sickle. Okay? So when the ancient it say that Wing Chun never pull back, it's like a sickle cut you. That's what it is. And the first three techniques, the vertical up down strike thing, the horizontal, so you see like a cross, in out. There's the first three part of the first three section of part one of the 1850 Xiulin Tao. Okay, so you can see that you don't want to go changing your Xiulin Tao, and you don't know what it is, and then we don't know how to breathe, and we just go interpret my concept. Concept what? The design is there. And all of this is you get in, you perform it really close. Your opponent is going to If this is 400 years ago, 460 years ago, when you get in this close, the Japanese warrior is going to use jujitsu. So you don't have Bruce Lee's inch punch this far away. You do that, you're dead. So all this inch power is this close, and it can change. It have the tools or the weapons from XYZ. And of course, you need to have your breathing to support that rapid fire. So this is what I like to share with you on this first move. And you know now that vertical move, horizontal move, in-out move, XYZ. So 1850, when a Wing Chun man stood out like that, you know you have XYZ strike there ready for it. And the body can go straight in. Look at me, I stand in the same position, straight in, or get in from the angle. That's the basic. Or even you get in from back. It has to be this fast because that katana, that spear is going to strike in. And we're going to wait for him, or you're going to provoke him. And when it really come, you need to, you know, either you're going to go straight, you go with angles, you go behind. But you always attack leg, stick body, this short thing come. This is Wing Chun 1850. Not Wing Chun movie, not concept, not philosophy, not Bruce Lee's inch punch. Because your opponent, even you put it 460 years ago, he had katana and he had jujitsu. You better know how to deal with it. If you're going staying like this with your hand techniques, all this, how are you going to deal with jujitsu? You look at in the MMA match, you already see it doesn't work at those kind of range. Those are movie. Those are not real life. When you versus the pro, you need to know your uniqueness and you need to know your proficiency, all your weapons. So this is to share with you. Reality is reality. One type of story is all keeping this Chi Sim Mui, who fight who is the king of Wing Chun, all those stuff. After 130 years, you're spinning around, you don't even know what is your Xiu Lim Tao's doing. On the other way is there's General Qi Ji Guang, Generals Jidao, there's Shaolin Xuanji monk, the Shaolin monk, the Xuanji, who is teaching the Shaolin sword strike. And then the 1850s, like Li Man Mao, all the actor group, and those Wing Chun. So it's a two different world. And of course, everybody is free to choose whatever they want to learn. You want to be a wannabe or you want to see the real deal in the Chinese history. That's up for everybody.